Hello and welcome to session 2, which is all about getting help. If your drinker is being either verbally or physically abusive to you or somebody else in the household, this is the first thing that you need to get sorted out. It doesn't matter how much you love them or used to love them, nobody deserves to be abused because of that. What you need to do is actually find somebody that you trust and that you can talk to about this and start talking. Sometimes you need an objective point of view to realise that your drinker's behaviour is unacceptable and that however many times you're told that you deserve it, actually you do not. What you need to do is think of the people that you know, whether it be a doctor, a friend, a relative, somebody that you really feel that you can trust and go to and give them some idea of what's happening, because the more people you tell, the less likely it's going to happen to you. If your drinker knows that people know the situation, they're less likely to inflict anything on you. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is ask you a few questions, and I'd like you to really be honest with yourself and answering these. The first question is, if you imagine your current situation and project that forward 5 years from now, what would you feel? How do you feel about the idea of continuing as you are for another 5 years? And then I'm going to ask you, how would you feel about doing that for 3 more years? What would your answer be? And finally, if you actually take it as 1 year from now, exactly the same situation, can you put up with and live as you are currently? Most people that I ask those questions to start to realise that they really don't want things to remain as they are. But what often happens is that you're in a situation where you feel so hopeless that you cannot imagine things are changing. Now, the first thing to do is to think about the kind of support that you need and want, and you might find that with somebody you already know, or you do an internet search and find a local group. Who knows? You need to think about what would be best for you in your current situation. It could be that you have time restraints or that you have young children. All of these things need to be taken into consideration. The most important thing is to do something today. Not think about it next week or next month, because time continues, life happens, and something else will get in the way and stop you from actually starting to make some kind of progress. When you do decide that you want to talk to somebody, you might be worried about what they're going to say and how they're going to react to you. Quite often, if you've been hiding things and are ashamed or feel guilty about it, you're going to be worried about whether or not they're going to dismiss you or ridicule you. So the most important thing is to choose somebody that you trust and that you feel will empathise and is not going to judge you. Sharing a problem is sharing a burden. What you need to do is make sure that you choose the right time to talk to somebody, maybe make them aware that you need to talk about something delicate, and make sure that you're having a private conversation, there's nobody else around, including children, because they will naturally listen, even though they don't appear to be. What you need to start doing is actually stop all the negative comments that are going around in your head. And what I mean by that is that we need to start to learn to forgive ourselves. If someone's telling you that you're to blame for their drinking, or you've done this or you've done that to themselves, over a period of time you will have started to believe that. And you need to actually stop those thoughts going round and round in your head, because they do not help you whatsoever. What we're going to do now is a very simple exercise. I'd like you to just go with it and just try it for a week and then see how you feel. This exercise is called Mirror Talk. What you need to do is actually find a time where you're not being overlooked or seen or heard by anybody, and just go and stand in front of a mirror and look at yourself. I'd like you to just look at yourself and see what you see and what do you feel. What we normally do as people is instantly start criticizing ourselves, whether it be that we have a spot appearing or greasy hair, whatever it is. Put those negative thoughts to one side and just look at yourself and just register what you're actually feeling at this moment in time. The next thing you need to do is actually just smile at yourself. In the mirror, look at yourself while smiling. This can sometimes be quite hard to do, particularly if you don't feel as though you have anything to smile about. It's really important, again, that if you have more negative thoughts, put them to one side and just smile at yourself once more. So what would be really good is if you can decide on a time of day where you know that you're going to be able to do this in the morning and the evening. It could be that it's when you're brushing your teeth or just afterwards when you've got time alone in the bathroom. And the first thing I'd like you to do in the morning is to smile at yourself and ask yourself the question, what can I do today to make you happy? It sounds a little bit strange to do this, but you will have all kinds of things popping into your head, or maybe nothing. It varies. It could be something very simple that you then realize, okay, yep, I can do that, and I will do that. So in the morning, you're asking yourself, what can I do today to make me happy? And then in the evening, what you're going to do is again look in the mirror and ask the question, what did I do well today? This will make you focus on all the good things that you did, whether it be something very small, like helping somebody, or that you didn't lose your temper, who knows what. But just focus on all the good things that you did. If you get any negative thoughts coming into your head, put them to one side and again go back to focusing on the good things that you did. You might have the odd day where you find it hard to think of something, but just do what you can. So what you can do is make a decision to try this for a week. I said try, but actually you have to make a decision whether you're going to or you're not going to. You've got nothing to lose, so why not just give it a go? And what you can do is also, if you have a crisis or a really difficult situation, take yourself somewhere that's quiet or in front of the mirror and just ask yourself the question, what would be the best way of me dealing with this? Or what could I do to improve my situation right now? The answers that you'll find popping into your head may surprise you, but your intuition is a very powerful tool and you can use it to actually improve your self-esteem and your confidence over a period of time. So the next exercise we're going to talk about is a breathing exercise. It's really simple and you can do it anywhere without people knowing, and also when you need to calm down and you're in a stressful situation, this is great. So this exercise can be done anywhere. You can do it sitting up, lying down. It's very, very simple. The first thing you need to do is breathe in through your nose for 5 counts. You then hold for 5 counts and then breathe out through your mouth for 10 counts and hold again for 5 counts. You then start the whole process again, and ideally you need to do that about 5 times until you start to really kind of cool down, de-stress and feel a whole lot better. You may find that you cannot do that many counts initially, and that once you become more relaxed you can actually do more. Do not be put off. It's really important that you just do as many as you can. It might be 3, whatever the number is right for you. Just start to do this as a regular exercise and you'll realize how much it does help you. So you've now got 2 exercises that you can decide to do now that will help you both in terms of your confidence and also de-stressing you. If you do these for a week and then compare how you feel at the end of that week, there will definitely be a positive change. You may feel at the moment you've got too many things stopping you, that you're feeling hopeless and in a desperate situation. But the next session we're going to actually start looking at the 7 stages of achieving change, so that you can actually start to make some progress.